space, the final frontier. These are not the voyages of the starship Enterprise. These are the explorations of the infinite space between the ears of Dr. Pocatello Jones, head of occult sciences.
Okay, any questions? Good. On Wednesday, we'll be talking about the ramifications of the good Reverend Moondog and the Pope in relationship to the apocalypse.
There's nothing about the apocalypse that the Bible, Nostradamus, and the guy with the sign downtown haven't already covered.
Heathens, freaks, amateurs, all of them. This book is the final authority on the end.
Who wrote it?
Well, it's a fairly new book. It's called The End, according to Jones. And you can get this literary masterpiece at Kinko's for the low price of only $36.50. And if you act now, you can get absolutely free a set of Jinsu knives. They slice, they dice, they puree, and they julienne fry. Students, of course, these passages resemble others. Genius is genius, after all. But as I was about to say, one of the points we will be discussing on Wednesday is the general consensus pointed out in my book that when walls dividing people come down, the world will end.
You mean like the Berlin Wall?
Oh yeah, I suppose. Then those believed dead will rise again.
Oh, hey, man, I get it. Like the Doobie Brothers.
My little voice started nagging me. It was irritating like sand in a tight swimsuit. There was something I was missing, something important, but I wasn't sure what.
And the final most important sign will be the failure of independent thought, hurtling the world into a pit of mediocrity. Wait, don't run out yet. I want all of you to practice making the evil eye for Friday's exam. Yeah, you've got it. Keep up the good work.
My little voice was really nagging me again. Something was wrong, dreadfully wrong. How can you do good work on an evil eye?
I believe the bumbling fool has stumbled onto something.
I thought he walked okay. You idiot, he made his shoelace.
Shut up! If the end of the world truly is at hand, then now is the perfect time to bring our leader back.
Soon the Laidolph will have to eat no more flies.
I'm here to replace your old secretary.
Great. I'm swamped. I've got a backlog you wouldn't believe. You know, it's been 3 weeks since Helen, God, I'm glad you're here.
Whatever did happen, Helen? I heard she disappeared.
I don't really know myself, but last time I saw her, she was a little bent out of shape. Put these things over there, and you can start where Helen left off. It's arrived. There, honey. It's nothing to get excited about. It's not the end of the world.
My little voice just birthed the porcupine. It was the end of the world.
Melanie, could you come back later? You've caught me at a bad time.
My little voice was trying to recover from its porcupine, but I didn't have time for motherly feelings. If the end was really at hand, there must be someone behind it. That someone could only be the Antichrist. There was only one thing to do. I had to cast a spell of divination to find out who it was.
Spending university funds on God knows what. Sudden mood shifts. Weird stuff in his office. Dr. Hand's right. He is on drugs.
Excuse me, is this the poli-science department?
What are you looking at?
I'm looking for Dr. Argosy in the poli-science department.
Yeah, sure you are, you voyeuristic lunch. I'll bet you were trying to look at my skirt. It's right there.
I wish I was an Oscar Mayer wiener. That is what I truly like to be. Because if I was an Oscar Mayer wiener, I will know who the Antichrist will be.
Hope this does more than he does.
I wish I was an Oscar Mayer wiener. That is what I truly like to be. Because if I was an Oscar Mayer wiener, I will know who the Antichrist will be. I wish I was an Oscar Mayer wiener. That is what I truly like to be. Because if I was an Oscar Mayer wiener, I will know who the Antichrist will be. Oh my God, it's Dan Quayle.
What have you got?
I think you'll find this interesting. 13 fire code violations. Illegally transporting what I think are live animals. He sleeps in his mother's wedding gown. And last year alone, he imported 13 tons of Brazilian bat guano. But nobody knows where he keeps it or what he does with it.
Good work, 99. Watch him close. I want to know everything he does. Give me 10 minutes before you walk out.
Oh, great. Like I'd really eat this.
Goodbye, Pocatello Jones.
I needed help on this one. I wasn't frying fish, I was roasting quail. The only man that could do the job was the same man that cracked Capone's vault, Geraldo.
You know, Helen, I think I finally hit it big. With this letter, I can shake the very foundation of American government. The Bush administration could be toppled based on what I've discovered. I'll get tenure, a book deal with movie options. Cher will want to date me. I'm younger than she is. I'll be huge, famous. I'll be able to pay my guano bill.
My little voice was crapping its pants. It had been a rough day for the little guy. It figured somebody was collecting on my guano bill, and I was going to be sucking duck turds off the bottom of Lucky Peak. But what I really wanted to know was, who would call a lake a peak, and why was it lucky?
Little did Pocatello know, government agents were on their way.
What have I done?
Come on, Buckner.
Where are you taking me? Did aliens put you up to this? I knew those little bug-eyed monsters had it out for me.
Did you hear that? He wants to know what he's done. 1, you've never been to a football game. 2, you flunked a basketball player. 3, you made fun of the women's powerlifting team. And 4, you never eat red meat. We're picking you up for un-American activities.
You mean?
Yes, atheistic, communist, subversive activities. We heard your little speech about toppling the American government. God save the flag.
Where are you taking me?
Where else? The warehouse by the wharf.
Then we're going to torture you until you confess.
You know too much.
You can't do that.
Oh, yeah? What's stopping us?
There's no wharf in Boise. All we have is the pond.
What'd he say?
Something about, no wharf.
Damn, I thought that's what he said.
Now what are we gonna do?
We're going to have to pull a nugget. Damn, I hate Iowa.
But we're in Idaho.
When you look at one of these little nuggets, it's sort of hard to imagine just what part of the chicken they come from, isn't it?
Doesn't look much like the leg of a chicken, does it, Dr. Jones?
No.
It's impolite to talk with your mouth full.
Doesn't look much like a breast to me, either.
You ready to confess yet?
But I haven't done anything.
Oh, then what's in here? Subscription to Good Housekeeping?
But that was just...
Give him another one. So, if that little nugget came from this chicken, just what part of the chicken did it come from, Dr. Jones?
Parts are parts.
And if parts are parts, Dr. Jones, maybe the part of the chicken that it came from was this.
I knew he'd take the chicken nugget to him.
Okay, give him the letter. He'll read it.
Read
now.
this.
Dear Geraldo, I love your show.
Faster.
I think you're great. I hung in there with you through all the Los Balsas Capone thing. If they had given you more time, I'm sure you would have found something, so I sent you flowers when you broke your nose. I'm writing to let you know I have uncovered evidence that Dan Quayle was the Antichrist. I know it sounds absurd, but I can prove it to you. If you could just have your production company fly me and a friend to Hollywood, I'll bring proof, and we can discuss my findings free.
Right.
Respectfully yours, Dr. Pocatello Jones, head of Occult Sciences.
Did you graduate from BSU?
Yes.
What's your name?
What's your favorite color?
What's the airspeed
avocado
velocity of a
green.
southbound sparrow in a hurricane gale?
African or American?
Oh, I don't know that.
Have you got tenure?
Yes.
Have you been published yet?
Yes, twice in the Inquirer.
Well, was it good for you?
Well, wasn't as good as a police beating, but yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think even J. Edgar could have got off on that.
Well, I guess our job's done here. You know, I think we could incite a little racial violence yet before bedtime. Let's get out of here.
Where are you going? Don't you believe me? I've got the proof right here.
Believe a guy with a BSU degree, no tenure, and published in the Inquirer? Ah, come on, get real. Hey, you're cute. Here's my number. Call me sometime, animal.
My paper! Oh, man, thanks for holding it. Do you know what those things are made of? They're not very good for you.
Wait! What am I going to show Geraldo when he comes?
My little voice was really pissed about losing the movie deal and wasn't talking to me. I had to think about this. If Dan Quayle wasn't the Antichrist, who was?
Meanwhile, in a cesspool of evil, the Hitler Youth are trying yet again to return their deceased leader to human form by dark and arcane means.
Idiot, I told you to take a damn Sudafed. It was the incense. Shh,
something's moving.
Adolf, is that you?
Stardate 54.65.9. While orbiting the planet of the apes, Scotty ate a... Oh, wait a minute. That's the wrong script. It was 1954. No, it was 1961. No, it was... Well, anyway, my sister was fighting over... Damn it! Whatever that damn Pocatello Jones script.